I'm live looking crazy. Hey y'all. I was in my sewing room with my little bonnet on. You know how I do. Let's start the intro and go from there. Let's start the intro. Shout out to Critical Smoker. Thank you. Let's talk about today's events.
Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Burgundy Blue Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Commentary.
Hey y'all. Hey, hope all is well with you and yours. Welcome back to Burgundy Blue Commentary. Child, I thought I had a microphone. I don't, so let's just bear with it today. Hey, you guys, let me say hello. Let me say hello to everybody. Big Ob, I told you so, Burgundy. Look, Big Ob, we got to go to the courthouse and change your name. Big Ob, I be trying to tell you niggas. So let's just change your name. Hey, bro, how you doing? Jazzy, thank you so much, Jazzy. I appreciate Burgundy. Oh, Jazzy, did you peep game today? Did you peep game? Jennifer, what's up? Cynthia, hey, my love. Hello, everybody. Y'all, I'm sorry. I know people was inboxing me. Berg, you'll talk about court today. You're going to talk about court. Yes, I am. Okay, so here we go. So today, Jedediah Brown had to go to court, and he had Lacey. We're going to jump right into it. He had Lacey on the docket, Michael Smith on the docket, and was it? If anybody was in the Zoom, can you put a 1 in the chat if you don't feel scared to? If you haven't. Hey, bottom line with Caroline, I like your channel, so good. Tracy Nguyen, thank you for being here. If you were in the Zoom, you could tell me secretly, but put a 1 if you were, but you don't have to. So the Zoom, okay, so let's picture this. Sicily, 1956, right? So Today he had 3 people on his docket, and it was Jedediah versus Michael Smith versus Detective Lacey versus Andrew Holmes. Now I'm gonna take you through that. And remember, I was there as well. So let me just give you Burgundy's perspective, okay? So this is what I want people to know about me. If you don't know, I'm not your normal Doltonite. Like I'm not what you see on TV. Okay. I'm totally different. So when I started to see and ask and things of that nature, y'all saw day one, I showed up with my attorney. I have an attorney. It's certain things I can't talk about because I still have counsel for legal stuff. So I can't talk about it. So today had nothing to do with me. I'm basically giving you my commentary from an observer, right? So this is the other 3 guys. So for y'all that's like, Burgundy, why you won't do this? Why you won't do that? Why you drop this? Why you drop that? This is the only thing I will say because I still have counsel.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me, baby. Baby, I was in and out of Markham. Baby, I was up and down and around in Markham. Baby, I saw what Markham was doing. And baby, it is what it is. You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me. Baby, that's Berg saying that. You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me. And I think differently. I research differently. And do you have to know through my case? The first thing I did was say, let me talk. I don't need mediation. I asked this person to leave me alone. I reached out to them to leave other people alone. Then I went to my elected officials who invited me to breakfast and asked them to help me. Then I got that famous help me video y'all like to make fun of. And I still ask for help from the people that's our community leaders that's supposed to protect us. And I mean, I asked Tyrone Muhammad. I asked Jamal Green. I asked everybody, help me. Right now, my family is going through so much. I can't take this hit. I could take it later. Just if y'all can lay off me this week. I talked to Mary. I asked everybody, just lay off me this week. That's it. That's all. Everybody was like, nah. They was like, nah. So I'm gonna give y'all a breakdown of court. Okay. I literally follow. Remember in school you hear about the chain of command. You hear about the chain of commands and how you're supposed to follow it and stuff. I went everywhere. I had a conference with. I asked Mary Avon, would you please just talk to him? Leave me alone. I asked Brittany Norwood, would you please just leave me alone? I went everyone. You know what they told me?
You're a murderer, Nito. I've seen you kill too many people, Nino.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it.
And that's when I ended up being in court. I was like, can you please? He was like, they was all like, cancel that bitch. And that's just it. I'm giving y'all the truth. So let me break down court today. Let me break down court. So today, what's up, Linda? Hey, boo. So today, now, mighty funny, it wasn't all these streams going on when Burgundy wasn't in the courtroom, but I digress. Wasn't all these streams. But it ended up being the first case that was called because we had to wait for the lawyer to come in. The defense attorney, Ladinsky, came in. And that's the judge that was there, the judge that we all started off with our initial filing. So I'm just giving you a brief synopsis. I'm not going to slow it down. So it started with Michael Smith. Michael Smith came up and he had the former alderman Howard Brookins representing him, but he had on a seatbelt. It looked like he was driving, right? So Jed says, oh, it looks like he's driving. It looks like he's driving. And he was like, no, I'm pulled over. He was drinking coffee. And the judge was like, well, it did look like he was driving. So then attorney Brookins says, hey, we would like to go to trial. The judge said no, mediation. Point blank, period. You got to go to mediation before trial. He also tried to say it was a conflict of interest because Michael Smith said Ladinsky used to represent him. So, that's a conflict of interest, but nobody said nothing about it. The judge ignored it. And then we moved on to the next case. I'm giving you all the breakdown. The chat in the Zoom was going crazy. The judge said nothing about it. The clerk said nothing about it. It was her courtroom. So she saw nothing wrong with it. So then we went to the next case. The next case was Andrew Holmes. Andrew Holmes showed up with no representation whatsoever. I think that was a bad move. I don't know why he wouldn't show up with, out of all the cases, he had the best because he was the one that they start, you gonna answer me and you're gonna answer me now. That was the last thing when Andrew Holmes said, bring it. Jedediah walked up to him. Jedediah said that Andrew Holmes, he said that, and you guys, I checked with everybody before I told you this information to make sure. That's what took me so long. So Jedediah said, well, no, I wasn't going to charge Andrew Holmes. I was walking to my seat, and my seat was in the second row. Andrew Holmes had no defense. He went on to talk about how he was being harassed online and this and that. And the judge stopped him. She was like, well, I'm not going to impede on Jedediah's First and Fourth Amendment rights as an investigative journalist. And because Jedediah was saying because Ladinsky was there, but Ladinsky ain't say a word. Jedediah was actually defending himself just with counsel in the chat. So he was like, I'm an investigative journalist. I'm working on a Dolton story. I'm also an advocate. The judge approved Jedediah to come to Village Hall regardless and cover the Dolton story as an investigative journalist. But she left the restraining order, even though it was amended, because remember, Andrew Holmes went to another courtroom. So Andrew Holmes, he was there. So remember that same day that the court case was, Andrew Holmes took his court case to another courtroom, but it ended up back in court that day under the same judge. So she amended the other judge's emergency restraining order, and guess what? Andrew Holmes is back in mediation as well. So she has to amend it so Jed and Andrew Holmes have to talk to one another to do mediation. Number 2 in mediation. Okay, number 3, I'm a little confused about. Number 3 was Lacey, right? So, and then Andrew Holmes brought up everything like the harassment, the Planned Parenthood, but I think this is why he needed a legal counsel, because he tried to bring up Jed's past, like on Lakeshore Drive and putting a gun to his head and all of that stuff. And he tried to advocate in court, but the judge, I'm telling you, y'all, hold on, because I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. Hold on, I got to make sure I'm okay. Okay. But the judge was like, you cannot bring up the past. You cannot, even though that's okay. He needed legal counsel. He was like, I'm fearful. He shows up to this place. He shows up to that place. But y'all, this is how I was when I saw everything going. I was at home drinking my tea like,
you cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
So all y'all, I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, because that's a whole nother. Y'all do realize every time you go to court, you're paying your lawyer for appearance fees. You're paying your lawyer for to work on your case. So mediation or not, when Michael Smith got paid Brookins, Jed got paid Ladinsky, all of this is going on for months and months and months, and the courts are backed up for trials until December. Okay, hey, Mama Hill, hey, we love you, Mama Hill. So okay, so they was like, Andrew Holmes, I cannot impede on his First or Fourth Amendment rights. Did he actually hit you? And Andrew Holmes was like, well, no. And he was like, he came at me and he was like, no, and Jed was like, no, I was going to my seat. And the judge granted mediation. She said, no, I want y'all to go to mediation. Okay. Number 2, mediation. So number 3 came up, and that was Lacey. So Lacey lawyer and Ladinsky, Jed's lawyer, they're friendly. They're seasoned lawyers. They're in there. They're basically like, we're going to skip it. We're going to go to trial, and we're going to try to figure something out. So in my head, I think that's going to mean that they're going to stop him from talking about Lacey all the way together on social media. This is just my assumption. And that's probably going to be an agreement between the 2 legal parties, because the harassment is basically social media and stuff like that. Like when you get to harassment, it is tricky because you do have your First Amendment rights, but that's when this is a court for restraining orders, but it's different when you get to the technicalities of it's different. So you have to really be alert. You have to document. Like when Andrew Holmes went up there, he had no video, none documented, and that was his problem. Like I document everything. I document everything. Everything is documented, time stamped, in a drive at any given Sunday. It's there for them to see the pattern of harassment. So that's what Andrew Holmes and I have. So it went from mediation, and I'm confused with the last one. I think it's going to be to solve the harassment, but that court case is continued until November 3rd. Happy birthday, y'all. It's Chavis Greener's birthday. Chavis, drop your Cash App just in case, please, 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 as well. Thank you, Jazzy. Thanks for dropping my Cash App too. We got a birthday boy, or your GoFundMe. We got a birthday boy in the house. Our moderator, Chavis Greener. Happy birthday. Happy 21st. So that's what's going on over there. So he got media. He's able to go to Village Hall. He's able to report. And I told you guys that yesterday in the marathon. I said I felt like the trustees were stalling because I'm gonna be real with you guys, and I'm just gonna say it. They're not able to come up with a plan and a plot. You know what I mean? And a gathering without the without what's going on. Like I'm just going to say it, like without somebody to cause a distraction and a disturbance. So he is allowed to go to Village Hall. He is allowed to still cover the Dolton saga as an investigative journalist. Now, the second thing is, this is me just talking as a YouTuber. The 4 months, do y'all realize you can establish residency when you're saying that you're going to be here for 4 months. You could establish residency. Put a pin in that. Remember what I said. So for those that ask, hey, Berg, I can't say anything to incriminate myself, but hey, Berg, you shouldn't have did this. You shouldn't have did that. I'm not your average. I'm not your average bear. That's all I'm saying. I'm not your average bear. I'm not saying anything more.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
No journalisms. So that is what went on today. So now remember, the trustees called for a meeting on September 12th. I'll be there. Remember, get ready for the show. Get ready for the show. You already know it's going to be a show, number one, because Michael Smith, first of all, the fact that I got my Michael Smith video coming up, the fact that Tiffany hired him is to troll them. Tiffany is real live trolling the trustees. You think that she hired Michael Smith for any other reason, and it is what it is. Knowing that the news covering it and the YouTubers covering it, that is, again, that's like if you're not looking at the overplay for the underplay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If you're not looking for the underplay for the overplay, I have no idea what to tell you. Like I told you, it's only one thing I'm standing on. Like I'm gonna need y'all to roll through and tell me where this Tahoe is, because I got a receipt after After when they said Lacey riding around the Tahoe, I got a receipt for everybody to prove. Well, I'm like, I'm gonna need y'all to prove that. You know what I mean? If we're standing on that. Some things are just to rile up the public opinion, if you will. A lot of things, like, we just roll with it. We see something like, oh my God, Tiffany is killing the orphans over in, in the UK. And everybody's looking like, yeah, she killing orphans in the UK. Y'all have to think for yourself, critical thinkers, ask questions, document, follow your faith, and go from there. You have to do that. So there we go. So that was it. Anybody else have something to say? Hey, Big Mike. Anybody else have questions about today? That is it. This is our birthday boy, Chavis Greenard. He's 21 today, y'all. It's his Cash App up there if you want to show him some love. Hey, Mama Hill. So when y'all are inboxing me and ask me how it was going to go today, hashtag Burgundy was right. I told y'all how it's going to go today. It wasn't like a ha. No, Burgundy Ben said, if you remember what I said, blue heart in the chat, Burgundy Ben said, yeah, I'm just going to get up out of here, right? Chris? So there we have it. Yeah, it was recorded, Tiki. I was like, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to drain their resources, baby. Get somebody else to drain their resources, child. We're not about to do it. We are not about to. No. Get somebody else to do it. Y'all sit there on Brewster Place if you want to. You sit there on Brewster Place all day. I did not know. And then when I connected the DOTTS, I said, oh, we connecting the DOTTS. That's what he meant. Okay. Allegedly. Yeah. Now, wait a minute. I'm going to be out. Zulu Black. His criminal history been out there. He still got $100,000 a year job for 5. Look, how long Tiffany going to be in there? 5 more months? He's straight. It's sad because you know what? At the end of the day, the only people that suffer, regardless of Tiffany, the trustees, the clerk, you know who suffer the most? The residents. That's what I keep getting. All the stuff that's going on YouTube, whatever like that. Who suffers? The residents. The residents are in the middle of this craziness. And those are the only people that suffer. Everybody's still getting a steady paycheck. Of all the bills we can't pay, I ain't never seen that people ain't got a check. Because canceling payroll for the village will leave many angry people. And they don't want that. And you could say when Tiffany don't pay the residents, when Tiffany don't pay the employees, y'all think they gonna come for her throat? No, they coming for the employees coming for everybody throat. Everybody throat. So that's why you never see a payroll miss. It's always, the garbage, the leaves, the trees, the potholes. It's never the payroll because those people not playing about their money at all. So nobody want those problems. You know what I mean? And that's it. This is what Chavis said. People are playing chess while the pawns suffer. Yeah. And you know what? This story is low vibrational. It reeks of people that now we know, like, you're in y'all hear 80 people, clear the bushes, hit the like button. Why y'all up in here? Y'all not even hitting the like button? What is this? Y'all just want my knowledge? No. It's sad because the residents suffer for these political games, and that's what they have came to. every week is to increase and make people resources be drained and get new. Like, remember, y'all missed the other part. She appointed I'm always gonna tell y'all both sides. So Tiffany appointed Michael A. Smith, right? What happened after that? Can somebody win a cookie? What happened after she said I appointed Michael Smith? Does anyone recall? Anybody recall? Anybody recall what she said? Or we just on Michael Smith? Anybody recall what she said after that? Mama Hill, you still there? Anybody recall what she said after she gave him $100,000 a year? Guess what she did? She appointed, we missed that, right? She appointed an assistant. Remember? She appointed not just a village administrator by herself, she appointed an assistant village administrator. What does that pay? Who is that? Let's pull it back up. See, this is what I mean. Like, sometimes we let the overplay go with the underpay. Do that make sense to y'all? Let's go to Critical Smoker page. I appreciate y'all. Y'all so awesome. Let's go to the Critical Smoker page. He was out there to give us these exclusives. Make sure you like his page and give him a subscription. So, and he'll be there on the 12th too. Let's go to it. See, that's what I want y'all to, and I'm not chastising you or being like I'm the end all be all of Dalton. I'm never that. I want y'all to really listen when people are telling you something. Like, remember the check signing. We approved that with Lori Lightfoot. Now look how it's coming to pass. Now listen to this part.
Time, and what I mean by it is we're working on.
What y'all think?
Now let's get to Michael Smith. You have to listen to everything, y'all. Look, I'm gonna pause this. I got a lot of people in here that hate Burgundy. Y'all just in here, y'all can't stand me, but y'all listening, right? Even if you can't stand me, this is what I want y'all to do. Listen to both sides and listen to everything. Stuff I didn't see nobody cover this. How much did that person make? Who is that person? Let's look together. Hit the like button if you're in here.
All right, thank you so much. Welcome on board. My next appointment will be for village administrator. The next person that I'm going to appoint today, I'm going to come on up here, will be, you go to the podium. Michael Smith will be the new village administrator for the village of Dolton. And the reason for Mike is he has a wealth of great information. He's a young person and ex-politician. He knows the laws like the back of his hand. I'm all about passing the baton and letting people come and show what they can do, especially here in our village. So welcome on board, Mike Smith.
I'd like to thank the residents as well as the mayor. Look forward to working with each and every one of you guys to ensure that the village of Dolton is moving in a positive direction. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I look forward to seeing what you're about to do. You're gonna come shake your stuff up. I know you are. And when you teach them laws, they don't know the laws. Please do.
Y'all, Michael Smith was on my roof. Michael Smith has literally he climbed on my roof.
Michael Smith was
Hold on, y'all. I'm back. He has literally climbed on the roof. Okay, let's go. Go to the ice rink, Jazzy. Okay, let's go back. Sorry, y'all. I didn't have my charger. Okay, let's go back to where we were with Michael Smith. Okay, so he's accepted his appointment. Now I want you guys, thanks for being here and having a good sense of humor. Let's continue what she says after this. This is what I want y'all to realize. We can't work on emotion. What did my good friend say? Intellect over emotions at all times. All times. Now listen to what Tiffany says that slid by a lot of people.
You guys to ensure that the village of Dolton is moving in a positive direction. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I look forward to see what you're about to do. You're gonna come shake your stuff up. I know you are. And when you teach them law, they don't know the laws, please do. Also, we have a assistant DA. I'm not gonna announce the person. They said I'll put their name out.
Did you hear what she said? Let's hear it one more time.
Each and every one of you guys to ensure that the village of Dolton is moving in a positive direction. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I look forward to see what you're about to do. You're gonna come shake your stuff up. I know you are. And when you teach them law, they don't know the laws, please do. Also, we have a assistant DA. I'm not gonna announce the person. They said I'll put their name out. But
she says we have an assistant village VA. Assistant VA. So a lot of people probably just it didn't click right then. But we have an assistant VA, and they don't want their name out. I ain't gonna put they said don't put their name out. But I'm not gonna announce he or she. Let's listen one more time, y'all.
I'd like to thank the residents as well as the mayor. I look forward to working with each and every one of you guys to ensure that the village of Dolton is moving in a positive direction. Thank you.
all right, thank you. I look forward to see what you're about to do. You're gonna come shake your stuff up. I know you are. And when you teach them law, they don't know the laws, please do. Also, we have a assistant DA. I'm not gonna announce the person. They said I'll put their name out. But they, and I'm not gonna say he or she, they will be doing a great job as well. They will be assisting Michael Smith along the way. So as you have, you guys, we have a new village attorney, and then we have a new village administrator. So to my staff, we're working on the emails because that's
okay. Now this is what I mean, like where we have to watch everything. Okay, so let's put it into, we don't know because we know what Keith Freeman was getting like six figures, 100,000, right? Is Michael Smith getting 100,000 and then the VA would come out of another budget? Is Michael Smith getting 50,000, then the assistant VA getting the other 50,000? I don't know why we wouldn't announce them, because if they took the job, they know they have a public service job. So they should, if they were definitely, don't y'all put a 1 in the chat if you thought they were in the room, the way she said that. 1 if they were in the room, 2 if they were not. And then also let me know your best guesses on who you think the assistant village administrator will be. So I checked the Dolton website today. I did not see any news updates. It's very, very interesting that it's like, yeah, we can't yet, Donna. We will. But I haven't seen anything. I've been looking. Donna said, can't you go online and find that out? If you see something, Donna, let me know. I've been looking. I haven't seen who the assistant, but I might just go up there and ask. You know, if I have time this week, tomorrow, I'll go up there and ask for you, Donna. Who's the assistant village attorney? Village attorney. So sorry. Village administrator. And we got to find out how much they're going to make. And I think we won't know how much they make until the agreement is signed and then it hits payroll or something like that, right? It hits HR. But hey, Commander, but my whole thing is, if you took the job, like let's say Burgundy Blue was the assistant to Michael Smith, I already know it's going to be public, so I might as well rip the Band-Aid off now, right? Like, why? Oh, don't say their name. No, you took a public service job. And if Michael Smith could stand up there knowing that the news is going to hit him over the head, the assistant VA should have done the same, in my opinion. Yeah, you're right. Lana says she always can say she appointed them, but she can't put it into place without a quorum. You know what? I don't know. That's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder if that's it. Lee says if you take the job, you're a public office holder. Yeah, like don't you can't take especially in Dolton. You can't take a job and be sitting up there telling me I don't want nobody to know I work here. No, they're gonna know you work here. So I think what I want to say is, so Black Girl said Miss Kim quit her regular job. She can't be the VA. I think on the 12th is going to be a big meeting. Even if they do succeed in having a meeting and getting in the building, if they're at the Park District, Tiffany's not going to show up. If they're at Village Hall, Tiffany's going to show up. We're gonna have to find out about the check writing situation. But I'm gonna be honest, you guys, it's a lot of stuff that they're just not gonna let us know. We're just gonna always be out there in the abyss guessing because it's election time, and this is definitely politics on all sides. It's politics. So I just wanted to bring that in. Like I was like, so nobody's saying anything about she appointed a village administrator, then a second village administrator. But maybe it goes back to what Lana was saying. Maybe Lana saying she could have appointed that second village administrator, but it couldn't go into effect until it goes across the board. So thank you for that, Lana. That opened my eyes to that. Yeah, it wasn't really a meeting. Like that's what kills me. They're like, it's a meeting. She didn't handle no business. She paid no bills. She appointed no officers. The only thing she did was appoint her branch, appoint her department heads, and she has the right to do that. She had nobody. Can anybody dispute that Tiffany Henry does not have the right to appoint her department heads? I'm asking. Because I really think I've seen it for years and years and years. I think that's her right. And there we go. That's how we ended up with Lacey. You understand? That's how different chiefs and that's how the fire chief came back. Appointment. So hell, that's how Tiffany became supervisor. Appointment. So I'm just wondering. Hey, Lee, you're right. Trustees are supposed to approve hires and fires. Where are the money coming from? So can I say something, Lee? I'm confusion. I'm with you on that. So when you know how certain people have been telling us, you guys, through this whole ordeal, I got fired. The mayor fired me and didn't even say nothing. Didn't that have to go through the board? So it's like we can't have it both ways. It's like, oh, she needs the board approval to hire. But yeah, we didn't know y'all got fired. She didn't tell us you got fired. Don't it have to get approved? I don't know. Like, how's this payroll going? What is child? Let me tell you, Lee, I'm not even trying to find out. Donna, you think you confusion? I am confusion. Yeah, I think she's trolling too, Black Pearl. I'm with you. Gio said, call the roll. Call the roll. Lana said it is what it is, and she's standing on it. What's up, Conscious? Great video today. So, y'all, that's just where we are. So I went over court. We weren't even gonna be long with it today. I have a long day, but I want to just tell you guys to open your mind. Think for yourself. Ask questions. I know it got your auntie Burgundy in a lot of trouble asking questions. People don't like you asking questions, but hey, if I gotta pay to live here, I'm gonna ask questions. What's the tea? What's the tea? Okay, how can we do this? Are we not following Robert Rule Order anymore? Are we not following Open Meeting Act anymore? Are we not just let me know. Let me know which line to stand in. Just let me know. It's like Chipotle. Do you want pintos or black beans or both? Like, let me know where to stand. Because I am confusion with this whole thing, but I think it's just politics, a lot of trolling, and all of that stuff. Okay. So we went over court, we went over that. I just want y'all to be aware of what's going on. We got to find out what is Michael Smith. Who's his assistant? He started today. Who's his assistant? You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. And I think nobody's gonna give us an answer. And when y'all all, I'm gonna tell you one thing about Bird. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm not the smartest cookie, but guess what?
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
Take care of yourself and each other. And I love you guys so much. I'll be back tomorrow.
Get you resumes for you.
Be back tomorrow because I'm only trying to do one thing, y'all.
So all I'm saying to you is like, come on, guys. We got to do better. We have to do better. And all I can tell you is that I am a fighter, and y'all know that. So when you come for me, be prepared for the fight. Because at the end of the day, they talked about Jesus Christ. So why don't I think y'all are not going to do me the same way? Somebody that's healing y'all and helping y'all. Same thing I'm over here doing, right? Healing and helping.
Right, asking another employee who went on that trip. You went down to Springfield, and what were you hoping to do in Springfield?
You need to ask the people that handles that. I'm not the one that handles that. I was just riding the bike. We need more.
Take care of yourself and each other. Love you guys. Bye.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Commentary Blue Commentary